Hey. Hey. It's been a long road. I think it was always coming here. You know? You got real closure with Anna, even if Joan thinks we're a prick. Now that's on me. I just do not get that girl. I'm doing my best with what I have. I'd say we've had a good thing going. It was tough, but you made compromises. You adapted to other people. Wasn't it nice to feel accepted? We've had our moments, but they never felt authentic. I understand why you'd feel that way. The two halves of your world, they just don't mix. There's Sam, the well-adjusted human, and there's Sam, the depressed, truth-obsessed misanthrope, who doesn't realize objective reality is a subjective myth. I'll tell you what the truth is. To be happy, sometimes you need to focus on people and not things. Stop. I get it. I'm nervous. What if you make the wrong choice? Can I make a wrong choice? That's one I don't really have an answer for. Look, you've been helping me for a long time. Even today, without you, I would still be lost in my own head, in my own panic. Well, technically, that's kind of the case right now. Still, I'll take the compliment. But we both know I can't be split in two directions. I have to pick a track. Go along with me. Be a part of society. Be happy. Let things go. Accept the expectations of others. Stop pretending you're someone else. Or keep looking for a truth that may not exist and leave everyone else behind. But seeing the world for what it is, being able to make a difference, no matter the consequences. It's time. Two roads, and you can only take one. I sacrificed so much effort just to make myself miserable. I've had enough. You just have to care more about the people around you and less about everything else. I know. I'm ready. It's not gonna be easy, but you and I, we're gonna get there, together. Anna probably went off after what Dickie left up here. You can't let her be out there alone. I know, but it needed to be taken care of. I concur. Hurry, Sam. No cell reception. If anything happens, we're on our own. Declan could be here already. I should be careful.
Finally pull yourself out of your daze long enough to join me. I was worried about you.
I think all that stress got me there, but I'm better now. I've got myself focused and together. I'm with you on this.
It's good to hear you're back. So I guess this could be all of this madness coming to a close, right? Hopefully in the good way. Maybe we can bring Nick and Dennis some justice. I'm ready to see it end.
Anna, whatever happens, I'm really glad someone's here with me.
Sam, we can get all sappy once this is all over. Now we need those files. I can't find them anywhere. Did Dickie say where the dead drop was?
He didn't. We'll have to keep looking for it. Did you already go through that side?
I've been looking everywhere. So far, all I've found is a lot of gum under tables. Declan could be here any minute. Let's hurry it up.
The dead drop doesn't seem to be here. Too exposed. I don't see it. Burying it would be a lot of work for Dickie. A precarious path out into the dark. Not a bad metaphor for my life right now. This would be the classic choice, but no. Nothing. Rotten food. Probably too gross even for someone like Dickie. Nowhere to hide a USB stick here. Found it.
You did? Let me see. With this, we'll be able to put Declan behind bars and clear your name. Come on.
Hold it there, boss.
Whoa.
Declan.
Now, you two just relax.
We're here for the same reason.
Now, all you have to do is give me what you found in that there lockbox.
You... How could you look everyone in the eye and lie to them? You went to his wake. You drank with his friends.
Yeah, it was harder than you think.
Tell me what happened with Nick. Why did you kill him?
Same thing that happened to you. He saw an opening and jumped in it. He started asking questions, never actually thought he'd find answers. But he did. And then he kept playing with fire, so he got burned.
So that's it. You killed him because he did his job.
Don't start thinking I enjoyed doing it. It just had to be done. It was just the same as with that drunk fool Dennis. All I wanted was to see how much he knew and get him to keep his mouth shut. Turns out he knew more than he should have.
It doesn't have to end the same way this time. There's always another option.
Almost sounds like you wising up some, Higgs. Doesn't look like you're willing to take the same fall from 2 years ago. Fuck that common good shit, right?
You always seem to care about this town. Its history, its people. Why do this?
I care more about this town than anyone. I've spent my whole life protecting it. Everybody's happy to shake my hand and say how grateful they are. But as soon as you turn around, they'll stab you in the back. Eventually, I realized that's how people are. The only thing left is to adapt. Help keep a lid on things. And if someone's got a profit, might as well be me. Nick and Dennis, that part wasn't supposed to happen. But here we are. and I'm done leaving behind loose ends.
Anna's gonna try something. Declan, listen to me. Think about what you're doing. Is this what you want? You killed Nick. You killed Dennis. You're running the drug ring in Basswood.
If only you could have left it at that, but you had to poke around again. Now I have 2 witnesses to deal with, thanks to you.
This is bad. Be careful. Every word will count from now on. You have to lower his guard long enough for you and Anna to gain the upper hand. It's gonna be hard, but remember, I'm with you. Every word of the way.
Tell me exactly why I shouldn't kill both of you right here.
Keep your cool. He's not gonna shoot if he thinks he has better options. Otherwise, he already would have. Killing us is not in your best interest, Declan. The more bodies you leave behind, the harder it'll be to hide them.
It's a good point, but at least bodies don't talk. Look, I don't want to do this, but I promise, it ain't personal.
Don't delude yourself. Nothing is more personal than this, and you won't do it.
What makes you think that? Seen into my soul?
He wants things to stay as they were, to cover up the whole story. If he thinks you'll get in his way, he won't hesitate to pull that trigger. You're not some psycho killer, Declan. You're in over your head. I doubt you ever intended to kill anyone. Dickie's still alive. You could have killed him, and you didn't. You're still a cop. You still care about this town.
Maybe you're right, Sam. Maybe deep down I don't want to hurt anyone. Or maybe I just still had a use for Dickie, and I was just thinking of paying him a visit as soon as I got the goods.
Good luck finding him. He won't show up if he doesn't hear from us again.
I know you're bluffing. You seem to think you can just walk away. Go ahead. Tell me how that happens.
For all his bad boy act, it's clear he wants insurances. To know he's safe. Deep down, he thinks everyone is as crooked as he is. Buy us, then. Your drug money for our silence.
Samuel Higgs asking for a bribe. That's very interesting.
It's an insurance policy. If we participate, we become criminals as well. We won't be able to turn on you without ruining our own reputations.
Why should I trust you? You're you. You care about stories, not people. You published that article and sank the whole town, leaving saps like me to clean it up. If I let you go, who's to say it won't be the same thing all over again?
You know, as a criminal and as a cop, he's probably seen lots of desperate people doing desperate things. Stay calm. Appear confident. You staring down the barrel of his gun is already having an effect on him. I put my own interests first. And it's in my best interest to not be shot. I could turn on you, risk my life and the lives of everybody I love. Or I could go home and forget about what I know. Forget all about Basswood. Honestly, I could really use a reason to forget about this place for good.
You've become a wise man, Sam. I must say, Higgs, you might have found yourself a way out of this. How about you just hand over the evidence, Anna? Nice and easy.
It all comes down to this, Sam. Anna's about to jump him. Keep his attention on you. It's better for everyone this way. You win, Declan.
Good call. I expect you two to keep your end of the bargain.
You asshole! Not exactly what I had in mind.
Hello? A woman has been shot. I need an ambulance. Just hurry!
Okay, good. Stay with me. You have to stay with me.
I'm fine. Don't worry.
Anna, Anna, please.
Carrie James at 1043 WVCK, the Basswood Sound. You heard the news today? The local cop who died in that fatal shooting last week is apparently the head of a small opioid ring right here in Basswood. Crazy. It's believed he used his position to bring in drugs from all over the county and that he murdered 2 people in an attempted cover-up. Good news, however, the journalist who was wounded while confronting the rogue cop was released from the hospital today.
Oh, Sam. Nice to see you up and about.
Him again? He really wants to be a part of this community, doesn't he? Wait, scratch that. He really wants to look like he's part of this community. Nice to see you again. Paying your respects?
I thought I'd wished Anna my best. What affects the community affects us all, Sam. Lots of well-wishers. Kathy, Walter, Bess. Makes me feel a touch like a ghoul.
Well, sometimes it's what it takes to be part of the community. I know how it feels to be outside looking in.
Very astute. Putting down roots is a rather active process.
I hope the pharmacy is doing well, even with all this unpleasantness.
It is a bit of a recession-proof business, I will admit. People will always need some form of panacea. I feel so selfish keeping you away from everyone. I'm sure Anna is waiting for you. You have a good day. No. You have a good life, young man.
I'll try. Looks like I'm not the only one who's come to visit Anna. I'm so glad she's finally out of the hospital.
Sam, hold your horses. Anna's busy with the sheriff. You should probably give him a moment or two.
Sure, Joe. How you been?
How have I been? Son, I appreciate you being here for Anna, but it don't change what happened. My girl's hurt, real bad. And things could have been even worse without you. You did good.
See? Told you promising him you'd keep his daughter safe was a good idea. Who knows, it might have even given you the extra boost you needed against Declan. But you did do good. Well done, champ. Well, when a man makes a promise, he does what he needs to keep it. Ooh, playing the macho card with the old patriarch. Very nice.
That he does. You know, Anna told me how things went down up there. Said you getting inside Declan's head saved her skin.
I just talked. Said anything, and everything, and whatever. It worked out.
She said as much. Well, whatever you did, it worked. I'm glad you were there. I know you're really here for my daughter. And today, you're not the only one. Lots of good people have come around to see how she's doing. Don't you be a stranger, Sam. Not a lot of people with a good handshake left.
Sam. Sam. I've been meaning to call you. Have you talked to Joan?
I haven't heard from her since last week. Why? What happened?
She ran away. After she heard about Anna's... She left.
Do you know where she is?
At my sister's. Sam, I don't even know what to do. She won't return my calls.
Your calls? Kathy, you have to go talk to her in person.
You think I don't know that? You don't understand. It's not that easy to leave.
Kathy, I'm not here to judge. I just want to help.
I know. Sorry. I've just been dealing with so much lately. You've always managed to get Joan to talk to you. Any advice?
Now, Sam, we need to be really careful about this. Kathy's already on edge. Joan noticed her mom is overdoing the painkillers, but we can't just kick the door down and confront her directly. Kathy, Joan is distant because she feels you haven't been yourself lately. She told me at times it's like you don't see her.
It's nothing against her. I've just been working myself ragged, and I hurt my back, and...
She said it wasn't just that. She's noticed the pills.
It's the only way I can deal with my back, and it helps with other things.
Look, I can't imagine how hard it is to raise a child by yourself. But I don't want to see Joan grow apart from the last parent she has.
Oh, God. I didn't realize it got that bad. You're right. I need to get help. Sam, could I count on you to help look after Joan every now and then? She needs the people she loves close to her right now.
I'd love to. I get along better with her than most adults.
I thought I could do this alone.
I'm here to help in any way I can.
Thank you. And if you ever need something, know your family. I better try to call her again. Thanks, Sam, for everything.
Walter.
Samuel, my boy, as I live and breathe. I kept meaning to call, but phones are so impersonal. How are you holding up?
I'm just happy Anna's coming home. Things could have been much worse.
It always can be. It always can be. You went through something terrible, but I'm glad you came out the other end. I've had a brush myself with the maker here and there, and I would never call them fun. Not fun at all. Life-affirming, though, definitely. Even for those close to you. It leaves a mark. Now, 2 members of my family of heart are gone. 1 is wounded. It might be time for me to finally hang up my saddle. The Basswood jungle has printed its last pages.
Consider taking some time to think it through. This doesn't sound like you. My first week in the bullpen, you said to me, "The pen is not a sword, but a shield." You take this town's shield away?
Using my own words against me. Believe me, I wish there were another way. But I lost my flame, and there's no one to pick up the torch. Except...
He's gonna offer you to be editor-in-chief. He never liked you leaving in the first place, though he is missing the obvious. Anna. She's connected to this place in a way that you aren't. She'd be the right choice. If you're not interested in the position yourself, that is.
You. I see no one more up to the task. You've proven time and time again you're the quintessence of a journalist. I should have told you a long time ago.
Thank you, but no. This town and I have too much history.
Quite right, quite right. It was a silly idea.
What about Anna? I can't think of anyone who cares more about Basswood.
Anna? She's always been a bit of a freelancer. I hadn't considered it. Though now I feel like a real tomfool. Do you think she'd take it?
We won't know until you ask her.
Wonderful. But Samuel, make sure this isn't goodbye. And next time I send you a text...
I'll answer it, Walter. I promise.
If I can give you a small piece of advice, a good life is one where you keep your friends close to your heart. We don't know where we're going in life, but we can learn from where we've been.
So much stuff. Anna won't have to buy food for weeks. I probably should have brought her something to eat, too.
And you make sure to push yourself. Get some fresh air. Don't let these doctors keep you cooped up for too long now. Oh, Sam, you're finally here. I was looking for you. Now, I know you've been through hell and back. I know that. If there's anything the Basswood Police Department can do for you, or even just little old me, you give me a holler, all right? For now, well, I got some good news for you for once. We found Declan's fingerprints on Dennis's gun. And since your testimony and Anna's corroborate Dickie's statement, no charges are going to be filed against you or Anna. It's clear self-defense. Still hard to believe a man I trusted was running a drug ring. Here.
She's worried about her re-election chances as sheriff. She's playing cleanup for the whole police force right now. Before you answer, just remember, it's always nice to have a police chief as a friend. It wasn't your fault. No one saw it coming.
I still would have trusted him with my life. He was serious, dedicated. Looking back, maybe obsessed.
It's a rot that grows deep under the floorboards. I didn't see it either.
What happened isn't on you.
Thanks, officer.
Bess, hon. I've known you too long for you to call me anything else. Well, I'd love to stay, but I'm afraid duty calls. Look after yourself, Sam.
So, I wasn't sure you'd show up at all.
Yeah, I meant to get here before you, but I had to stop by the cemetery on the way. Finally paid Nick a visit.
Still doesn't feel like he's gone, right? I was still thinking he'd come greet me when I opened the door, you know?
He's not coming back anymore. But we have to remember him for all those little moments we shared with him.
Oh, wow. I almost forgot about that one.
Walter took it, right? Around the time you first worked for the jungle?
I won't forget he's not coming back, but I am thankful I met him. And you.
You feeling okay?
Is it crazy to say it feels like the longest day of my life is finally over?
I honestly know exactly what you mean. I've had other days like that, or I thought were like that. Makes me worry I have some even worse days lurking ahead.
Hey, I'm the one that got shot. You don't get to be the depressing one.
Sorry. Sorry.
What about you? How are you compacting everything?
I have the past properly compacted in my mind vice. I'm okay. Like, really okay.
Hopefully you can teach me that trick so I can get to be okay, too. At least it's over. Whatever was on Nick's laptop is gone forever. But so are the bad guys. The scales are balanced.
If you say so. It's just... Want to tell me what you're doing here? Talk about the little details that don't add up and don't really matter? You better not be taking my happy ending away from us. It's just that... Okay. So I talked to Walter. How would you like to be the next editor-in-chief of the Basswood Jungle?
What? Are you kidding?
I'm not. He's about to retire. I promised I'd talk you into it if you tried to turn it down.
I don't even know if I'd want it.
I still remember our old conversations. There's no way you don't want it.
Maybe. You're right. This is crazy. Okay, if I'm doing this, I might need help. What about you? Are you leaving town again?
I'm still thinking about it, keeping my options open.
Well, think about it, Sam Higgs. You'd be welcome. Anytime. I am gonna need business cards.
No one uses business cards anymore.
It's the 21st century, Higgs. What's old is new again. And think about what Walter would want.
Well, business cards it is then.